The next one is the dominance method. So by using dominance property, we can solve the game theory. The difference between this method, probability method and dominance method, is in probability method it should be a 2x2 matrix. Otherwise, we cannot apply probability method. Now coming to the dominance property method, I will just give you an idea about the method. This is a problem. Suppose we have 4 rows and 5 columns. That means there are 4 strategies for player A and 5 strategies for player B. And you have to find out the saddle point or the optimal strategies of player A and player B. So first of all, we can try with the maximum minimax principle. If by using maximum minimax principle, you will get a if you will get a solution, that will be good. But if you are asked to do this by using dominance property, you have to directly start with the dominance property. So in this problem, it is given like this: using dominance property, obtain the optimum strategies for both the players and determine the value of the game. Okay, in this case, what we can do is you can just go through the rows and columns. Okay, so in dominance, while using dominance property, there are 3 rules. The first rule is, if a particular row, the values of a particular row are less than or equal to the corresponding values of another row, you can discard the former one. I will give you an example here. All elements of, okay, in the same way, rule 2 is, if you have the values of a particular column greater than or equal to the corresponding element of another column, we can eliminate the former column. That means the column where the values are greater than or equal to some other column, you can eliminate that. And in this case, you can check column 4 and compare it with column 1. Column 4 and column 1. In column 1, you have the value 2, that is the first value. Compare it with 3, the first value of column 4. You can see 2 is less than 3. Next one is 5. 5 is less than 7, the corresponding value in column 4. Next one is 6. 6 is less than 8, the corresponding value in column 4. And 4, the last value in column 1, the last row. And you can see 4 is less than or equal to 4. That case, equal to comes. So in this case, all the values of column 1 are less than or equal to column 4. Okay. So in that case, you can avoid column 4. When we are considering columns, the values with greater value, the columns with the greater values, you can discard. Okay, so in that case, you can discard column 4 by using dominance property. This is dominance property. Even if you discard column 4, it will not affect the solution. That is the message, because all the values of column 1 are less than or equal to column the values, corresponding values of column 4. Okay, that is the first case. Then all elements in row 4 are less than the corresponding elements of row 3. Here row 4 means 4, 2, 8, 3. Row 3 is 6, 7, 9, 7. All the elements of row 4 are less than or equal to the corresponding elements of row 3. Here 4 is less than 6, 2 is less than 7, 8 is less than 9, 3 is less than 7. In that case, logically we can say that the second player, here it is player A, it is wrongly written as player B. Okay, so player A will not choose the values in the fourth row. The objective of player A, this is player A, the objective of player A is to maximize his profit. Okay, if you want to maximize his profit, you have to choose the strategies in such a way that he will get the maximum gain. So if he choose row 4 or strategy 4, all those values in fourth row, the corresponding values are less than or equal to the values in the third row or that corresponds to strategy 3. So logically we can say that player A will not choose row 4. So no need of keeping that row there, row 4. So we can avoid row 4. So in that case, again it is reduced to a 3 by 4 matrix, 3 rows and 4 columns. So we have deleted 1 column and 1 row from the original matrix. Now this is the remaining matrix, and again consider the column now. Column 5 and column 1. You can see that all the values in column 5 are greater than or equal to the corresponding values of column 1. So we can avoid column 5. When we are considering the columns, delete that particular column where the values are greater than another row, another column. So in this case, delete 5. Okay. Then comes then the reduced matrix is a 3 by 3 matrix. Here the elements of row 1 and row 2 are less than the corresponding elements of row 3. Consider row 3, row 1 and row 2. A will not choose row 1 or row 2 because the values of the corresponding values of the rows in 1 and 2 are less than or equal to the corresponding values of row 3. So A will always choose a particular strategy where he will gain more. In that case, he will choose only row 3. He will discard row 1 and row 2 because the values are less. So we can avoid the first 2 rows. Then comes then the reduced matrix will be a 1 by 3 matrix. That means 1 row and 3 columns. And here column 1 dominates column 2 and column 3. Why? Because now suppose player A chooses row 3. The objective of player B will be to reduce his loss. If player A chooses strategy 3, there are 3 options for player B. Player B can choose first strategy, second strategy, or third strategy. So in this case, naturally, player B will choose only the first strategy so that his loss will be minimum. So the payoff matrix will be in such a way that the values in the payoff matrix represents the gains to player A. It will be always the gain. If it is a minus value, then that will be a loss to player A. So when player A chooses strategy 3, player B will choose only strategy 1. naturally. So you can delete column 2 and column 3. So that is why when we are considering columns, we'll always discard those columns where the values are high, because B will try to minimize his loss. So he will avoid those strategies where his loss are high. Whereas for player A, he will choose that particular strategy where he will gain maximum. So that means those rows where the values are comparatively high, he will choose. The other rows he will discard. So this is the concept of dominance property. And so avoiding here column 2 and column 3 will get one value 6, and that will be the saddle point. And the optimal strategies will be for player A is third row, that means third strategy, and for player B the strategy will be the first strategy. So value of the game is 6, and sometimes this matrix will be reduced to a 2 by 2 matrix, and further reduction may not be possible. In problems like this, when we use dominance property, you will be reducing the matrix further and further, and you will end up with a 2 by 2 matrix in some of the cases. So in that case, you have to use probability method from that point onwards. You can use probability method, and finally you will get the value of the game and the probabilities and the strategies also. Okay, so this is about dominance property.